We are a family of 6 living in a 36-foot RV while we tame this mess and create a homestead for our family.
So, what we got going on here at the homestead, we probably going to show you while I'm talking about this footage of the water. It's rained a lot here. We've seen water, but not like we did last week. And it was bad. It was 6 inches of water at where our fire pit is, and there's never been water over there. So, and then it was all the way up into where we want the road to come in. So a lot of things were underwater. Some of it is as simple as mitigating the water. The ditches that are here, just redigging them out and making the water go where we want.
And
then
a culvert.
Putting a culvert in. So those are the few issues. And then that will help. But we can't plan long-term to be here. Now the property behind us is a pine hammock, which is higher up, and it's never been wet. And we found out we can build on this pine hammock. And so we're gonna have this logged and cleared completely. It's about an acre, and it would give us enough room to put our camper. We're gonna have to go in here and figure out what trees we wanna save, because it's not all pines, there are some nice oaks.
And so, where do we want to set up? Where do we want to set up our camp? Because we've not explored this area. We did all of our exploration over there where we thought we were going to have to be.
Yep.
But now that this has opened up and it's a much better option, we need to explore it and figure out where would be the best place for our camper to be. So we're back to square one.
Yep.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the old drawing board. But you know, with this kind of stuff, that happens, and you just got to roll with the punches. And sometimes it's disappointing, but you know, things happen for a reason, and you know,
it's gonna be much better
in the end.
Yes.
So
it's gonna be much better.
And to not worry. I mean, if a hurricane ever comes or whatever, or you get a lot of rain, we don't want to have to deal with
floating RVs.
Around. Yeah. So that's the other thing too, because yeah, it might happen only once every 2 to 3 years, but you don't want to have to worry about that.
Or 10 years.
Yep. So
the neighbor says that it hasn't been this wet in like 10 years.
Yeah. So anyway, but
that's
what's going on. So let's go take a look in here and see what trees we want to save.
Yes.
I love you, trees. Oh, hey, honey.
This was right behind our camp. It's really close to where we're already at. This would be a good one to park next to. What do you think?
I think so.
Make this like one of the far corners of our area?
I agree.
Okay.
Because it's a nice size oak. It's probably maybe 10 years old. It's well established. It's a live oak. It doesn't have very many sprawling branches, so that usually means you'll have less to fall, and it will be easy to maintain.
We're gonna be able to put our this is gonna be the new swing tree.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful. I think I'm gonna tell him to do the every other row clearing, but on the rows that we keep, we don't want to keep all the trees. We want to keep a tree every 10 foot or so. So pick the best tree that's every 10 foot and then clear out the rest. With the exception of this area where we need it all cleared, like a 40 by 40 plot. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just mark the trees that we want to keep.
Yeah.
So we're definitely keeping this pine and that oak as our corner trees. Okay, so if that's gonna be our corner, then all of these are gonna have to go. Except for maybe the far edge where we might wanna leave a couple. That's a pretty oak tree right there.
That's a what?
That's a pretty oak tree right there. That might be the new swinging oak.
Yeah, see that.
Because look at those branches. That's a beautiful branch that you can swing from.
Yeah. This is another red maple. The way to tell between a sweet gum and a red maple, red maples have this ridge on some of the bark, and the leaves are more star shaped, whereas the sweet gums are a little bit less like pronounced with like the really tight corners. So
I love maple trees. They're so pretty, especially when they turn colors.
So there's our container. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll be a lot closer to
We'll
it.
be a lot closer to Big Blue.
Yeah. Really blowing that wind. It's crazy.
Woo. All right, so let's go this way and mark along the edge of our property what we want to keep.
This one is a better tree.
Which one will last longer? Grow longer.
Yeah, probably this one.
All right. Whoa. I am not in jeans.
I know.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Yeah, I want to keep the crooked one. It's really cool looking. Look, it's got a bend in it halfway up. It's pretty. Here, pass me the tape.
Ready?
No!
2, 3.
I think this is a different type of pine anyway.
Yeah, I think it does look different.
That's why I want to keep it. It looks so cool.
All right, so we have this tree next to me, a pine tree that has a vine wrapped around it, and I'll show you how tight it actually is getting around this tree. It's maybe the size of my pinky, not even a thick vine, but you can see how much it's dug into the bark of the tree. That will strangle the tree eventually. Here is the vine. You can see how tight it is. It goes up the tree and it wraps around. Up there, tight. Up there, right here is where the vines are that are growing to get to the sun. So we're gonna cut those down and give the tree some breathing room. So we're gonna cut this down here, and then we're gonna unwrap it from the tree. And hopefully it is strong enough that we can pull it out of the tree completely. You see that going up the tree. There it is.
All right. Bye-bye, Mr. Vine.
Big old.
Makes good
corkscrew.
swinging rope.
Yeah. And now if we need to hang clothes, we have line.
Ah ha ha. No. Okay, so there's the oaks and the palmettos and our pine forest that we're going to be living in once they clear it. We're going to mark a couple of these to keep and be done.
Got most of the trees marked that we want to keep. Now we're just waiting for the rains to go away and the land to dry so the loggers can cut our new spot. Join us next week to see what happens next on The Mess.
Welcome to The Mess,
Welcome to the mess.
where God takes our mess and makes it his best.
Yes.
Bob. No, this is Bob Barker. Barker, get it?